Hi everyone. Several of you have actually asked me about my workouts and what I do. And yesterday I talked about health and fitness and working out and eating better, but I didn't actually give specific examples. So I just worked out this morning, tried to tailor it a little bit more to like simple, easy beginner style workout. So I'm going to go through all of the ones that I just did. I'm going to do 6 of them, super short, easy workout. What I do is I either do 3 sets or 4 sets. This time I did 4. If you're doing 3 sets, I would do 15 to 20 reps per set. Preferably 15 because you should be using heavy enough weights to where you're getting tired at 15. If you're doing 4 sets, I would do 10 to 12, just kind of depending on, again, how heavy the weight is. Also, I do, so on the last set of each thing, if you're doing, say you're doing 10, instead of on the last one doing 10 reps, do 12 or 15, just push that extra little oomph harder. So the first 3 of them, well, 2 of the first 3 of them have actual weight. If you're at home, if you don't have a gym to go to, you can use anything for a weight, literally anything. You can use a bag of flour if you want, just anything around the house that's heavy. I use a kettlebell in one of them. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell, anything like that. The point is, if you don't have a gym membership and you don't have a gym, that's okay. You don't need one. It's great to have, but you don't need one. I don't pay for Gold's Gym anymore, even though I love it, but I have a gym here at my apartment, so why not use it? It's not my favorite gym, but I'm saving money not buying a membership. But yeah, you don't have to go out and buy a membership. You can do all of this at home. Or if you have a friend that goes to a gym, maybe you could be their buddy. There's a few in Austin that allow you to like bring a friend or have a guest on your membership, or you could do like a trial to see if you actually want to go to the gym or if you just rather work out at home or outside. Some people aren't comfortable in the gym, so it's just kind of whatever your preference is. But we're gonna start this thing. I'm pretty excited. First one is going to be a wall sit. You can sit for anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. I typically do a minute. When you're starting out, if 30 seconds is all you can handle, that's fine. If it gets hard, you can always like spread your legs a little bit wider. And that actually is slightly easier and you can sit there for a little bit longer. But we're gonna do that one. So I have an Apple Watch that has the timer to kind of time exactly how long I sit here. You can use the timer on your phone, literally whatever you want. You can watch a clock if you want. I personally would not do that just because, when you watch it, it seems to go a lot slower. But yeah, it's whatever your personal preference is. Again, we're doing this for anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes, depending on how you feel. Keep in mind, we are going to do this for 4 sets, so don't wear yourself out just on the first one because you want to be a big baller or anything like that. So we're almost done. I think it said I was at 17, so we're going 17 to 17, but oh well. I always forget what I start on. You should be feeling the burn right here, guys. Right here. Oh, that should be hard. Okay, cool. So that was the first one. The second one is going to be a sumo squat kettlebell raise. So essentially, what that looks like is this. So you are going to squat all the way down, come up, lift it up, down. So, squat, up, down. Now, what's important about that is sumo is wide, your legs are out. If you're over a ballet dancer, it's second position, guys. Second position, out, so your knees should be kind of pointed out as well. Very important. So make sure that you look at your form. Form in all of these things is super important. If you're doing an exercise that doesn't feel right, it can be one of two things. Thing number one, you're doing it right, you're just not used to that movement. Thing number two, you legit are doing it wrong and you're going to hurt yourself. So if you feel uncomfortable doing a move and you're not sure if you're doing it right, if you're in a gym, there's always trainers there, somebody that works there, you can ask somebody, or you can Google it. I'm not opposed to either one. Sometimes I'm very, very outgoing, I'll ask anybody anything. Sometimes I'm in my groove, I don't want to talk to somebody while I'm working out, so you just look it up. Super, super easy. Now, for your sumo squat, so you're gonna be out, right? You're gonna sit, right? Like you're gonna sit on the bench behind you, right? So you're gonna push your butt out, push it up and sit down, and then you're gonna pull it up and squeeze it in. Squeeze the glutes in, very, very important. Squeeze it in. And then when you're pulling this up, you're literally just going to pull up. Almost like, you know, the whole like lawnmower move, but you're gonna do it with two hands, just pull up. Super, super important to keep your abs the entire time engaged. They want to be a part of your workout, so engage them. Also, your back will thank you, okay? So we're gonna do this one more time. So, I'm gonna go out and up. What's another thing that's super important is a lot of times you'll have a mirror in the gym. Look in that mirror, use that mirror. It's super, super important to know what your form is for the first, well, I would say for the first however long I was in the gym, but I still do it to this day. I make sure, it doesn't matter how long you've been working out, just double check yourself every once in a while. That didn't take long. Just look to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah? Okay, next one is going to be dumbbell raises. Or not dumbbell, I don't know what I'm saying. Dumbbell curls, bicep curls. So, you're gonna start like this, and see, like this, just right there, right here. Now make sure again, your core wants to be a part of this workout, so engage it. Engage your core and just pull up. Yeah? Just like that, and then down. Pull up, and then down. The very most important part about the down is that you're not just letting it fall, you have full control of those weights, right? Full control, so they're not just falling over. Very, very important. All right, that's 3 down. Next ones. All 3 of these are gonna be ones that you can do literally anywhere. If you're standing in a long line somewhere, you could do these. They're very, very easy. So, first one, lunges. We're gonna do a forwards and backwards lunge. I personally do it 20 times on each leg because since you're going forwards and backwards, that's only 10 per, if that makes sense. So this is what it looks like. You're gonna go forward, and then backward, and then forward, and then backwards, and then switch. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Now, when you're doing this, make sure that when you go down, you're making a tabletop right here, right? Your knee doesn't necessarily have to hit, like I can keep it right there, and this is still good. But just make sure you maintain that tabletop. Cool? And then the same thing when you go backwards, doing the same thing, right? Same thing again. Yeah, cool. This is gonna be like a whole lot of right here. You're engaging these a lot. Thighs, whatever. I'm all about legs, ass, abs. Those are like my favorite things. But, you know, I also put in some arms sporadically just for, why not, like push-ups. Push-ups are actually, that's what we're gonna do next. push-ups are great for your arms, but also keep your core engaged. It's good for your core too. It's basically like a moving plank, right? So that's, yeah, that's great. You get best of both worlds. Of course I do, like I mentioned before, I do legs one day and then arms the next. I actually did legs yesterday for the most part. I had a few arm things in there, but I decided to do legs again today because number one, it's my favorite. Number two, I wanted to share it with you and not make y'all wait. So, yeah, push-ups. You can do these two different ways. Obviously you can do regular push-ups or you can do knee push-ups. We're not calling these girl push-ups because I've seen guys do them. So, do not assume the identity of your push-up. I'm sure somebody at my job will appreciate that. That's funny. Anyways, okay, so push-up. You can go right here, right? And you're just gonna go down, back up. Down, back up. I think everybody knows how to do a push-up, but just to make sure for form purposes, we'll do this too. So, and again, you can look at yourself in the mirror here, but make sure that you keep your back pretty straight. You're not doing this up here. You're not doing this down here. You're just pretty aligned, right? And you're gonna go down and back up. Down and back up. Oh, also the knee push-ups, same thing. You're just going down and back up. I always, no matter what, start with regular push-ups. If for whatever reason, sometimes I'm doing 10 4 sets, sometimes I'm doing 20 4 sets, whatever it might be. Always start with the regular ones. If for whatever reason you need to modify and go down to doing knee push-ups, but I don't care if you can only do 3 regular push-ups. At least you did them. Cool? Cool. Okay, the next one, before we go into abs, the next one is going to be just a regular squat. So you're gonna keep your legs basically shoulder width apart, right? And by the way, I love squats. Squats are like my favorite thing in the whole wide world. They're quick, they're easy, you can literally do them anywhere as long as you're not wearing anything tight, and they make your butt feel good, okay? So, we're just gonna go, you can actually, if you want, you can always grab a weight and hold on with a weight and squat with a weight, or if you wanna do it just by itself, you can squat just by itself, cool? So, with your squat again, just shoulder width apart. You're gonna go down like you're sitting, right? So sit, pull your butt in. Sit, pull your butt in. Sit, pull your butt in. Again, make sure you have your core engaged. I can't tell you enough. Your abs love you just as much as you love them. So engage them. They deserve to be engaged, right? Okay. Next, that's, again, super quick workout. I always do abs. I don't know, they just make me happy. So, I've got a long way to go. I obviously didn't work out for like 2 weeks straight, so, and I ate bad. That's something that we gotta talk about too, is the eating stuff, to elaborate a little bit more. And just so y'all know, I'm doing this video right now, taking you through my workout, because people asked me to, because I was too vague, which I get, on my last video, and I didn't give y'all specifics. So, I'm doing this because people asked. So if you have questions, you might not be the only one. Ask me, and I'll tell you about it. I could literally talk about anything. Anything. So, just ask. Yeah? Okay, so, for abs, this is one of my favorite ones, is basically just so this is a 35-pound plate, right? Yeah, it's a 35-pound plate. You can use anything that you want. You could use a 5-pound plate, see? Whatever you'd like to use. I encourage that you use something though, anything really. But you're gonna put it, again, feet shoulder width apart. You're just gonna put it right here on your side, right here, and you're going to lean into it, and then come back up. make sure when you come back up, your shoulders are square. So you're going down, and you come back up. You should feel this side pulling. You go down, and you come back up, right? So then you switch it to the other side, and you do the same thing. So you go down. The first one I always like to go a little bit further just because it stretches my back and it feels great. But anyways, you go down, and you go back up. Down, and you go back up. Yeah? Super, super easy and simple. It feels like, almost like this is too easy, right? It does something, I swear. And also, again, like, you can start out with a 2.5 pounder. A little guy. You could go all the way up. We have 45s here too, but they're like behind 3 weights, so whatever. I actually, up until last week, was using 25s. The 25 plate. I went up to 35. Next one. This is like slightly abs, but also, what do you call it? Also butt. Again, all about that butt. So, what you're gonna do is, this is all like weird. I'm trying to figure out what's happening here. Okay, so you're going to lay on your back. We're gonna go down on your back. Right, just like so. And you're going to pull your butt all the way up. Really your pelvis to the sky, right? So I'm gonna take my earbuds out. I don't know if that's where the sound is, or where my voice is coming from, so I'm gonna keep them in. Anyways, so you're going to pull it up to the sky, right? And make sure when you pull it up, you're squeezing that butt. So pull it up to the sky. Pull it up to the sky. I personally, so again, that's a move that like doesn't feel like anything's happening, but it really is. I like to do like 100 of them. I'm so weird. It starts to burn. If you do 100 consecutively, it starts to burn at like 25 or 30, and it only gets better. So just keep that in mind. If it burns, you're doing it right. I love the burn. The burn is so great. Have you ever heard the, it hurts so good? I don't know if I coined that term or if I heard it somewhere, but it does. It hurts so good. You don't want it to hurt. You want it to be sore, so just keep that in mind. Yeah. Okay, next one. I like this one. This is so we're gonna go cross over body, and it's just gonna be a regular crunch. So you're gonna come up and just like try to touch over here, right? So you're gonna do that on both sides. You wanna get your shoulder blades up off the ground, very important. You can also do the regular crunch, which again, you're just trying to get your shoulder blades off the ground and lift up. What's really great, if you use like the wall or something, you can push your toes against the wall. That could be kind of helpful, especially when you're first starting out. And again, this is very important, engage your core. If your back starts hurting, stop, reevaluate your form, engage your core. It's very, very important. Your ab exercises should not hurt your back. They should be burning your core, right? So again, just regular. And then you can also do the crunch if you'd like, the full, I guess sit up, not crunch, full sit up. You can go down and up. Again, this is where the wall can be really helpful. Instead of somebody holding your feet down, the wall can kind of be that little helpful friend. Yeah. Another one that I have to turn the other way though. Another one that I absolutely love is the, I don't even know what you call it, but we're going to, okay. So we're gonna start with our legs bent just like this, right? And we're going to push them all the way down, do not touch the floor. And then bring them back up, right? Do not touch the floor. Important. You're just gonna keep doing that. You can feel it. If you put your hand on your stomach, you can actually feel your core doing all those moves. Feels great. If you're just starting out and it's a little hard for you, put your hands under your butt, do the same thing, right? Do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kept my hands under my butt for a very long time. Like I don't know. I go back and forth with my core and actually having a strong one. But I mean, I literally for like a year or something kept my hands under my butt and just recently took them out. Fun fact, yeah. Okay, what else? We're doing core, so, there's a lot of different, I don't want to hit my head. There's a lot of different things that you can do from this particular area. So if you wanted to, you could do kicks up and down. Those are always great. You could do the crossover. It looks like I'm just doing this, but I'm actually crossing my legs over. You could do either of those, really. What else? Oh, you could do the full down. Oop, don't touch the ground. And then back up, and then down. Don't touch the ground, and back up. Again, keep your hands under your butt if you think that is necessary. But yeah, that is, just hit myself. My knees. Okay, that is a pretty easy, simple workout. So I say easy and simple, but it's as hard as you push yourself. One of my favorite things about doing the like body weight part, so like push-ups, the squats that I did without any weight, you can do those forever. You're basically just going against yourself, right? And then of course weight, you can start out, using like a 10, that's totally fine. My kettlebell was a 30-pound, but I definitely started somewhere. So keep that in mind. And also, keep in mind what I just said. Everybody starts somewhere. I am not, today, I am not how I was last year. I'm not how I was last week when I got back from vacation. I'm not how I was 6 months ago, 10 years ago. It's progress every single day. You're on a journey. And to be quite honest, nobody else's journey matters except for yours. So don't pay attention to everybody else in the gym or wherever it is that you are. Don't pay attention to the models on TV or whatever. Don't pay attention to any of that. You matter. You look great already. The only thing that you're doing is making yourself look even better. Yeah, you do this for you, don't do it for anybody else. And if you're working out for somebody else, stop, work out for yourself. That's the only way that this is gonna work for you. Yeah, y'all are all great. I appreciate you watching. I hope that you learned something and enjoyed it. Again, right below, like it, comment on it, share it. Definitely share it if you feel like somebody could get something out of it. I didn't do this for me. I worked out for me 30 minutes ago. I did this for y'all. I want to share this with everybody. It's so weird to say I want to share my life with y'all, but I do. I want you to know I went through a lot. Not as much as some people, more than others. But I think that somebody being just like you and being able to share their story is super helpful. So tell me what you think. Like, comment, share. Yeah. Y'all have a great Sunday and go Patriots.